Hey everybody, welcome back. This is the nice guy from Walking Disasters bringing you another Pokemon Showdown OU battle. I only have 2 battles for you guys today because I've been pretty busy today, so let's get started. I'm on the bottom side. I start off with the Rotom versus this person's Tracheon, and this person's Tracheon has Taunt, which I was pretty surprised of. So I Volt Switch out of there to get out my Latias, because I have Psy Shock and I have Defog and I want to get rid of the rocks. So he Stone Edge crit mattered quite a bit. I think it probably, cost us the game. Just saying. I don't know, but yeah, that crit really did a big blow to me. So I sent out Conkeldurr and I predict him to switch out because he's not wanting to take a Mach Punch or a Drain Punch. So knock off. His Dragonite comes in, takes out the Lumberry. He DD dances like all Dragonites do. I'm guessing Ice Punch is not common on Conkeldurr, so I throw an Ice Punch, kill it. So his Dragonite's dead. So here comes Rotom Wash. And the burn, I'm not scared of no burn. I use knockoff. And here I should have predicted him going for the, what's it called? The Volt Switch. Because it's quite obvious. But I didn't predict that, and I go straight for the Drain Punch to gain as much HP back as possible from the Rotom Wash. But yeah, I should have predicted that and went for the knockoff. But here I send in my Rotom Wash because I knew Earthquake or some physical move is coming. So yeah. So here I go Will-O-Wisp because it's a physical guy. Why not? Probably should have went for the Volt Switch, but no big deal. Now I'm looking at my team. Who can I sack? And I decide to sack Venusaur because Venusaur is probably not going to be the most useful. So here comes the Draco Meteor. Now in this turn I get some return hacks. His Draco Meteor misses, and my Sludge Bomb criticals. But yeah, you guys might think we're even, or he has the worst luck, but actually he doesn't, because in the upcoming turn when I sent out my, who did I send out? Rotom Wash? I think so. Yeah, I sent out my Charizard. They come back to Rotom Wash. There we go, that's what I thought. So I send out my Rotom Wash and boom, he gets the crit on Stone Age. Do you think it's evenly matched now? Who knows? Maybe if I actually predicted more, because he taunts again as I try to go for the Will-O-Wisp. If I actually predicted that, I could have killed him off with a 1 Hydro Pump. So now, boom, Hydro Pump. Rocks are up. I can't take care of the rocks, but I should have predicted that taunt because of the first turn. First turn, maybe not. This turn, I should have. Or the first time he did, this time I should have. So I switch out to Venusaur, take out to take some moves. Sludge Bombs. Burn hurts me. I really thought my Conkeldurr is faster. Nope, Conkeldurr is a slow piece of shit. So now I go to Charizard. Gotta do as much damage as possible. As he goes into his Rotom Wash, I use the Flamethrower to get as much damage as possible on the Venusaur, like I said. I know Charizard's faster, so we're gonna take out the take out the Rotom Wash. Now here comes Landorus. You know what? I think I should have honestly switched out to Rotom Wash and sacked that, and then went out to Mamoswine, and start firing off some Icicle Crashes. I think that's the only way I could have won. Thinking about it, I could do some calcs to figure it out, but yeah. So I die. I get to burn his Landorus, but it doesn't really matter because Mamoswine comes in, takes out his Landorus, and he sends out the Venusaur, and Venusaur versus Mamoswine. It goes into Venusaur's favor because it's a Mega Venusaur. So yeah, I lose this first match, guys, and I think that drops us. Let me figure out how far this drops us. So yeah, he decides to Leech Seed, and I'm like, okay, it's done. 1 Giga Drain. Boom, I'm done. So that leaves us at 1371, and I do a few more matches. I've got back up into the 1400s, and my last match for you guys today, I'm on the top screen while my opponent's on the bottom screen. So my opponent starts off as a Trinitar, and I start off with a Venusaur, thinking that what's his face, the Clefairy, yeah. We'll start off. So I Leech Seed first, because why not? And, yeah. Now I think I switch out into Rotom Wash as he switches out into his Excadrill. I think I go straight for the Will-O-Wisps. Yes, I do. As you guys will see now, as he switches into Clefable, which I probably should have went for the Hydro Pump, because Hydro Pump would have done a lot of damage, and it would have damaged Clefable. Should have thought about that. See, use my brain more. So I Volt Switch out into Venusaur, because I could get some damage off, and might as well, as he Calm Minds. I know Venusaur could take on a Flamethrower, and I know Venusaur is faster than Clefable, so I go straight for the Sludge Bomb to get as much damage as possible, because Venusaur is my only Fairy killer, and if his Clefable sets up too much, I'm pretty much screwed. So Sandstorm, Flamethrower, everything, you know, is hitting us. So he goes straight to Excadrill, and I think I didn't want to take any chance. Yeah, I went straight for the Sludge Bomb. Can't take any chances against the Clefable. So I switch out into my Rotom Wash, because Rotom Wash takes on Excadrill pretty good as he goes for the Iron Head. And yeah, I think I go straight for the Volt Switch here, knowing that Clefable will be coming back, and that's what I do. So Volt Switch does a nice chunk, and I go out into Venusaur. I was thinking about going into Conkeldurr, but probably wouldn't have killed with a Mach Punch, so the better play was to go to Venusaur. I Giga Drain to get as much HP back as possible, and leftovers recovery is always nice. So here comes Tranitar. I decide to get the hell out of there and go to Conkeldurr, because Conkeldurr could handle all of Tranitar's moves, special or physical, except for maybe Earthquakes. Yeah, so Gardevoir comes in. I go straight for the Drain Punch, because if Excadrill wanted to come in, Rotom Wash, any other guy except for this Gardevoir, I would have done a lot of damage. So here I gotta sack something, and looking at his team, Venusaur was the way to go. Could only help against Rotom Wash and maybe Leech Seeding stuff, but it's what I had to do. So I go straight to Mamoswine, knowing that Earthquake could take out Gardevoir, but he expects that I'm probably Scarf, or else I wouldn't have gone into Mamoswine. So Rotom Wash is now on the field, and I decide to switch into my Latias, my Special Wall, because I want to try to get my Defog up and running, because that's the way I am. Hate rocks. But first I decide to Toxic this Rotom Wash, but unfortunately it carries a Lum. He does an HP Ice, I'm guessing. Does nothing. My Latias is pretty specially defensive. Just gonna say that, guys. So Excadrill comes in while I go for the Toxic, because I want to Toxic the Rotom Wash again, because why not Toxic the wall? It's a pretty good plan in my perspective. So now he uses Iron Head as I go straight for the flinch. I was so ticked off, but luckily for me, Sand is now gone, so he doesn't outspeed me, and I go straight for the Defog, hoping to be faster. Actually, I always forget about Sand Rush and Excadrill. So yeah, now I recover, thinking that he's probably either going to Pursuit or Crunch. If he Pursuits, I have a chance of living. If he Crunches, I die. So, fortunately for me, this Tranitar does not carry the Crunch. So, I Toxic here, thinking he would either kill me or set up the rocks. Which, either way, I probably wanted him to kill me there so I could go to Conkeldurr. But yeah, so his Pursuit can't do much. So right now I'm just Toxic Stalling him for a bit. Or also Toxic Stalling and getting rid of the Sand turns, because Excadrill is pretty good in the Sand. So yeah, Pursuit's not doing anything. So lucky for me. I think this turn I go for the Defog. Yeah, go for the Defog, because guy got rid of those. So now his Conkeldurr's on. He's a Guts Conkeldurr, because his Poison thing activates. And I go for the Psyshock, thinking I'd kill, because mine usually dies to his bloody Psyshock. But I guess I have to remember that I'm not offensive. So he knockoff kills my guy. So gotta hope I don't get the rocks up. So I go straight into Charizard. I go straight for the Focus Blast, I think. Yep, straight for Focus Blast, thinking if Tranitar wants to come in, I could deal it like that. So this Tranitar does come in now, and I decide to stay in and Focus Blast again. But I miss. Which that miss kind of hurts, but in the end I don't think it was... Well, it gave me a harder time because I had to deal with Gardevoir. He uses Hyper Voice, and Charizard could tank Hyper Voices because he's a fire type, apparently. Good to know. So I roost up, hoping he doesn't have Psychic, so he Hyper Voices again. And I know Sandstorm would have killed him off at that range. So yeah, so Charizard's sitting nicely, but I still need Charizard for probably the Rotom Wash, and if I could get rid of the Sand, it could kill off the Excadrill. So he goes for Rock Slide misses. Not really a big deal, because Rotom Wash wouldn't have taken much damage. I think I go straight for the Hydro Pump, because I wanted just to get damage on the Excadrill, or anything that was planned to come in. So Tranitar dies on the Toxic, and here comes his Rotom Wash. I decide to go for the Volt Switch, because why not? And I think I decided to sack Conkeldurr. But his Volt Switch doesn't do much at all, and here comes his Excadrill. I know Excadrill will kill me with an Earthquake, so I go straight for the Mach Punch. And now his balloon is destroyed, which doesn't really matter because Rotom Wash is still alive, so I couldn't just go out into my Mamoswine. But yeah, like I said, Earthquake takes me out. Sandstorm is pretty much done, but he forfeits there, which puts me back up into the 1400s. I would have had my Charizard, had Sun, Flamethrower would have killed Excadrill, and Rotom Wash would have died to some Solar Beams. So yeah, there you have it, guys. Thanks for watching. Don't forget to rate, comment, and subscribe, and check out our other playthroughs. Peace out, guys. Peace out.